Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Miami Dolphins. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down. Ali. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Patriot!
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Ali now to throw on second down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Here's Ali. From the gun, he'll throw. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big 30-yard play on third. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Gun!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Drake. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're going to go to the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. Ali operating from the gun, eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. The kick by Sanders is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7. Yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's Lauletta now on second. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to them back.
Lucky 56.
Throwing on third down, Lauletta. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Ali throwing on first down. It's complete to Parker left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for first and 10. Now Ali to throw on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. On first down, Drake. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Looking to throw on second down. Ali flushed out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On third and short, Drake. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On first down, Lauletta. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Lauletta looking for a first down throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Gone! 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 Gone!
From the red zone now, Lauletta. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 2nd and 10, Lauletta. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go! Gone! 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 Gone!
A shotgun snap to Lauletta. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. Rosas good with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Rosas now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Ali now. From the gun, he'll throw. He goes underneath the Drake. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And here's Ali on 3rd and 2. And Wilson has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another 1st down.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Ali on 1st and 10. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. 20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Back to throw. Ali eluding the pressure right. And over the middle, this is Parker. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Now Ali to throw on third down. He can run for it, and he will. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Sanders' kick is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. Looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. On the give, this is Drake. And he'll get down to about the...
A really nice run.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down. Now Ali to throw. Throwing on first down. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. First and goal, Drake. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He's going to get it running right. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This is third and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. They come out here in the eye. On the toss, here's Balaj. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Balaj with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
New York set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now a play fake, and it's Lauletta. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Looking for his receiver. Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Ali. It's caught. Stills right side. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now a handoff for Drake. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. to throw. Ali. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. So that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Lauletta. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
This is third and long. Here's Lauletta. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker. Back now in Miami. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Ali now on first down. Wilson snags it left side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And here's Ali, looking to throw on second down. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's third and short. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
Looking to throw. Ali. Oh, no, he lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
recovery. Lauletta escaping the pressure right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short game. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. On first down, it's Lauletta. Dancing to his left. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Back to Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Lauletta. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Lauletta on third and goal. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for it, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Kyle Lauletta, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will shave one more off this lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Ali on first and 10. Being chased out left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Running, it's Drake. Oh, no, he lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
He's back to throw. Left side caught by Matthews. And he's got this down to the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Gone!
A first down carry for Barkley. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Detroit.
Back to throw. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the kick by Rosas is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Gun, gun!
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Giants, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.